Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 25 video. In this video I am going to be showing where all 25 collectibles are for the map Hutan Pantai. And before we get in, I do just want to say, if you enjoy Farming Simulator content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It would really help me out. And before we get in also, I do just want to say, in the description I will have all the coordinates. See, in the bottom left hand corner you can see coordinates from where you are looking and walking. So I will have the coordinates for all 25 in the description below, so if you want to see that, you can do that if you're on PC, because you can teleport to a coordinate on PC. And I am going to show just a quick command that you can see here on the map. If I bring up this and go GS collectibles show all, I can bring up all the collectibles as yellow dots on the map. You can see them there throughout the whole map. So if you're on PC, you can just use GS collectibles show all, and that will show you all the yellow dots on the map for your collectibles. But anyone on console obviously can't do that, so I'm going to go around and I will show you every collectible that there is, and I'm going to try and do it in the most efficient way possible. I'm going to start in the top left, and I'm going to kind of work my way around over to the right and then down and across by the city at the bottom and finish over in the very bottom left hand corner. You can see a little dot on like a little peninsula sticking out there. That's the aim. I'm going to try and do it as quick as I can. So without further ado, let's get cracking into this video. So the first one is up in the top left hand corner. As you can see, if you just teleport or visit the train station and run over to the corner, it is right behind this house. It's quite simple. You can't miss them. They glow bright yellow. You've probably seen a few already, but here is this one. They glow bright yellow, and now 10,000 you get for each one. So that is collectible number one. So the second one is in the middle of a forest in the top left hand corner of the map in plot 58. You can see it's here kind of in this section here. It is quite hard to find, but it is just sitting on a tree stump like so. So this next one is at the restaurant. If you visit the restaurant sell point, you will spawn in the trigger there. And if you just run over to the edge, you can drop down. You can see this building here. And if you just look in the corner of the yard, it's right here in the corner. So this next one is here. If you see this junction with the three kind of roads breaking off of it, and you have a house here on the corner, it is just in at the back. If you drop off and spin around the corner, it's just here sitting beside this bench. So the next one, if you make your way over just from the previous one over to this like section here of grassland, you can just jump off one of the roads, walk off, and you'll see these like layered paddy fields. They're just layered rice fields or whatever. So if you come up to the very top one, it is just at the back here sitting in the water. The next one is probably easiest if you teleport or visit the shop and you just run up the road up this way. I have super speed on, but if you come up the road, you can see it here. It's in under this bridge. Just drop off on the left hand side and you can see it here sitting on the edge of the river. So this next one is probably best if you visit the temple here and just run out in through the forest. You will find one on either side, but I'll show you where that one is in a sec. But this one, you can see what you're looking for is this cliff face. It's quite awkward, and you'll see like this little cave jutting in, and the collectible is just sitting in at the bottom like so. And the next one is close to the temple as well. You can also just come along this dirt track. It leads out onto the main road down here. But it comes up and you will see on the side of the road there is like an old wooden cart. And it's tipped over, and there are a few cardboard boxes after falling out of the cart. And as you can see, here is another collectible in the cardboard box. So this next one is on the side of the kind of dual carriageway going through the mountain, and right before you come to this tunnel, right beside Field 74 or Plot 74, if you just jump off the edge of the motorway there, you're looking for this white tree, and it's literally just sitting at the bottom, right close to the motorway. You couldn't get any closer. So this next one is quite easy. I know I jumped back over to the middle of the map, but I do want to get this one here, and this one out on the dual carriageway, and then we will be working our way down into the city down here, and across by the farmyard you start with, and down to the last one down here. But this one's quite easy. It's at the fuel station near the shop. It's kind of halfway between your yard. If you come down here and just turn right, it's at the fuel station. Just visit the fuel station, and yeah, it's just right here behind these two blue barrels. This next one is on the train track, so don't be fooled. It's not on the actual road going across. It's actually on the black line, the train track coming down. So it's between 12 and 14, you can see here, the yellow dot. And it is at this like power junction box kind of thing. It's just sitting on, you can see the road underneath, but it's just sitting here underneath the power box. Now, this next one is just on the dual carriageway again. I probably could have got it when I was up at 74, but I wanted to get the one over at the fuel station and work my way across. But it is right here where this dirt track goes under the dual carriageway. You can see it here. Here is the biogas plant, so if you want a quick place to visit, visit that and run up. But it is just off the dual carriageway. There's the biogas plant in front. And here is the collectible just under the dual carriageway. This next one is at this kind of like a T-junction coming from the warehouse. If you come down and go right, it's right here on this junction. And if you get to this junction, there is a little kind of like stream or river, kind of canal, kind of weird thing. Just drop off the bridge and you will see the collectible is under the road. This next one is quite close to this train track, so you can visit this rent-a-train spot here. And it's right where the two dual carriageway kind of merge off and join onto this big dual carriageway here. You'll see the top. But if you want to look, there is a signpost there and this kind of tunnel thing. And if you just turn around, you can see it. I do have super sprint on, but it is just off the edge of the road on kind of like the beam that's supporting the road. This next one is quite tricky to get to. It's off out on the edge here, but please do not come this road and walk off down this way. Please come from here, this building, and walk out along if you're walking, because these rock faces are non-collision and you will like, you can see you can fall through them and you fall down there and you can get stuck. So please come along this edge, and if you come out enough to the very end, you will see the collectible here on the edge of the rock. The next one is just out of this wooden peak or pier or whatever you want to call it. You can see it here right in the very bottom right of the city. This pier, if you just walk out along, it is just sitting here right by the bench. For some reason, it sounds like I'm walking through water. You can hear the splashing, but it is just here beside this bench. This next one is on like a little pier sticking out again. You can see here there's a few boats. There are 2 or 3 of these little bridges coming down. You can see them. So just make sure you're coming down the middle one, I think it is. But yeah, it should be easy enough to figure out. There are only, I think, 3 in a row. So come down the middle one and you will see the collectible in the back of this blue boat. This next one, if you come to this part of the city, you will see, again, just look at the road layout here and pause the video if you need to, and just, it's in this corner of the video or the field. Just hop over this red brick wall and you will see a little timber kind of bench and table, and it's here on the edge of the bench. This next one is quite easy to get to. You've probably sold products to the farmer's market if you were growing your rice or your mushrooms. But if you walk back down along the alleyway or the kind of street, it is just on left hand side in like a little basket here along one of the edge of the stalls. Here in this little like wicker basket. This next one, if you come to the AI, David, he's here in the edge of the city or the town in his little hut or his little house. If you visit him and you turn around and you see this little house opposite him, the collectible is just in the garden at the back here in the corner. Okay, this next one, not far from David here, we have this bridge coming across where the river kind of comes out into the sea. And if you just jump over the river, there is two little sections here, one here and there is another section here, but it's in the left-hand most section. If you just come in under through all this weeds and marsh, you will see the collectible on the floor. The next one is over by the big ship and the selling point, the harbour grain elevator. If you come down, you'll see this little walkway out to like a lighthouse. If you just walk out to the lighthouse, it is here on the left hand side of this kind of area. Now, with just three collectibles left, I would like to just say, if this video has helped you out and you have been following along getting your collectibles, please do consider leaving a like rating, and please consider subscribing to the channel for more Let's Plays and loads of tutorials on Farming Simulator 25. I would really greatly appreciate it. But the third last one is actually quite near the farm. The last three are, you can see them here on the map. So if you come down south of your farm, say across this road where this junction is, you can just jump off here, and it is kind of out off the cliff face in near the water in again the edge of the cliff. So the next one, or the second last one, is just in here in plot. I think it's actually in 29, because 29 actually is this field here obviously, and it goes down. I actually have bought this in my Let's Play. It goes down to the road here, and I think it goes straight across here to this junction. And you own all of this forest. So it is actually in it. You can see the farmyard from here, down below. It is up on the cliff face. You will see this little red kind of temple kind of hut kind of thing. Just walk up and it should be on your right hand side behind the pillar under the bench. Final one is in the very bottom left of the map on this little like a little peninsula kind of thing. There is another one of those huts. If I just fly, you can see another one of those huts there. And if you just come around the edge of this peninsula on the lower part, out where the rocks are kind of in the water, you will see the final collectible is... Did I go by it? I walked past it. It's here under the cliff face. And there you have it. Congratulations, you have found all 25 farm balls. Now, before you end the video or change off, if you didn't know what the actual collectibles do, you get 10 grand a piece, obviously. But now, if you go back up to your temple, you should be able to run up here and see all of your collectibles in a circle. And I'm guessing, I haven't got around to doing it yet. I am planning on making a video of it very soon on building the temple and seeing how much it costs to like buy all the materials for the temple. But I'm guessing there will be a temple built around this, and I'm guessing it will be like a little shrine to all your collectibles, and there'll be a temple built around this, and then when you walk in, you will have your temples, or your orbs all displayed in a circle. So you can see there's like a little wheat symbol on the orbs if you look at them quite closely. But yeah, that is all 25 collectibles in Hutan Pantai. Once more, if it did help you out, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It really would help me out massively. And yeah, I am on to make a Riverbend Springs collectible one. And I have actually already done a Zilanka one, so I won't be doing one on Zilanka. I have done one on Zilanka for FS22, so I don't see the point in making one now. For 25, they're probably all in the same place. I haven't checked, but Riverbend Springs and Hutan Pantai are my two main maps that I want to kind of do Let's Plays on and tutorials. So if you do want to see what happens when you fully build a temple, do stick around, ring that notification bell to get notified when my videos go up. And I will see you guys in the next Farming Simulator 25 video. Thanks for watching again, and goodbye.